I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a
Merry Christmas?
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
It's not even like, because they do that, don't they? Halfway through in June they have Christmas Christmas in July.
Halfway through in
something.
June they have Christmas in July. That's right.
Well, is it in July? That's weird. I don't know why it would be, because it should be 6 months after Christmas Day. But why are you singing that now in May?
I'm shivering.
Oh, you're cold.
I'm like
Our
Emmett.
Christmas is hot.
I know, but I still have that childhood programming in there.
So I welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun.
It's cold, I imagine.
On
It's
our
Christmas
14th
time.
of May, yes, 2021.
Pretty much always is Christmas for me.
Your manifesting questions answered live.
Oh, the pineal gland. Let's share it there.
Pineal gland.
Let's see how that works out.
Right.
People add me to groups, I share shit there, right?
Yep.
People kick me out of groups.
Fine.
End
Find
of
another.
line. That's right. So,
Yes.
yo, Triple D Brian, Triple D Silly Soul,
Hello.
Oliver, music and
Yo, Chris.
Chris, Triple D Nelson.
Yes. Yo.
Triple D Ashley.
Hello, you guys. So go to freeneville.com.
221 email is pseudo.
Random goodness.
That's right.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
While it's still $97.
Ooh, is it going to go up? Maybe. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, like over 1,000 of them. Share some with some friend.
Friend.
Yeah. You got one. I mean, let's face it, everyone's got one friend. If y'all shared it with one friend,
Yes.
right? Like, find something specific and say, you really need to see this one. When I read this, I thought of you.
Thanks.
All right. That all works out. So, Victoria,
Yes.
yo, Alice.
Triple D, Alice.
Whoa, boom. So, Victoria.
So that, yes, your manifesting questions answer live, so we're going to dive straight in.
Iggy Neville, no, yo,
Hello,
yo, yo, and a
Iggy.
bottle
Triple
of
D,
rum.
Iggy. Triple D, Dark Mockery.
Dark Mercury.
All right. So the first question's from
Triple D
Monica
Dave.
in Manifesting Mastery.
Hello,
Nailing
Monica.
revision.
Oh, baby. All depends what your definition of
Is.
is. I haven't said that in a while.
Monica asks, when we are revising our day or revising any event, etc., in our past, are we supposed to loop the desired outcome many times?
Many times.
Until it feels real?
Until
or
it feels
just loop it once and quickly?
Boom.
I think I already know the answer, but I don't want to make this more work than necessary. Excellent, Monica. Because if I'm looping events of the day multiple times, it could take a while. Thank you.
So I love how Neville leaves all kinds of hints through everything, right? So he says in one area, why not do as my friend does and revise the conversation as you hear it? So this is one of the things that I noticed. The longer it sits, the harder it gets. Right? Somebody hashtag that.
The longer it sits, the harder it gets.
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 Get the longer it sits, the
Sits,
harder it gets. Right? So, you ever do this? So you're going out with somebody like a relative, an older relative, and they say something, and it just goes in there, 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 goes in, and you keep repeating it, and like months and years go by, and suddenly it's like
centuries,
right? And we've all done this, right?
Yeah.
Versus like, right, Mom.
Mom.
You just revise it as you hear it, right? Now here's the fun thing. Even if you don't nail it then, it gets you in the habit of nailing it. Always be in the habit of nailing it. I'm a master of nailing it, right? Yeah, it's that one punch, one kill thing. Boom, right? By the way, if it takes a couple times, it takes a couple times, right? So, some people, you notice they'll keep saying the same dumb shit, the same dumb shit, the same dumb shit, and they're trying to get through, and I'm just going, rightio, right?
Yep.
So whatever it takes. Here's the long answer. 70 times 7. I love that Neville says that does not mean 490 times. It's just until you're done with it. Right? And I think that's the big thing with revision as well as all this. When am I done with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So, there they go. All right. Shall we continue, Victoria? Because
shall.
Cube said he's got to be at the pool at 11.
It does. So, okay,
It
thank
does.
you.
All right, good.
Thank you, Monica, for your
I
question.
love answering questions for Monica.
The next question's from Jonathan in Manifesting Mastery. I'm getting better at this. Hi, 20.
Yo.
Here's what I'm noticing as I get better at this.
All right.
1. I enter the state of the wish fulfilled while rested. I marinate in that feeling for a bit.
By the way, I like the word marinate.
Yeah, you've
You know
used
what I
it
mean?
a few times.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
I have. Sort of like marination
marinate.
equals marination leads to salivation. And I just want to know, have you been salivated? Have you been saved? Go ahead, Victoria.
Number 2. The next time the issue at hand comes up in my head, I almost automatically return to that feeling I created through visualization rather than the previous feeling.
So Neville says, you put on that new suit of clothing, and what's it feel like? A new suit.
New suit
Right?
of
You
clothes,
wear it
yeah.
until it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right? You just get used to wearing it. I remember the first time I put my uniform on. Hoo-ha. Right? Felt a little weird. I could put a uniform on right fucking now, and it would feel like I'm at home in it. Right? It's part of my psyche now. Right? So, but we'll get back to this point shortly. But this is
Okay.
good. I'm going to give one tiny tune-up in a bit. Next.
And 3, over time, that new feeling becomes my default and is the new reality. Excellent, Jonathan. You're going ace. So does that sound about right to you? No sense continuing this way if I'm not doing it right. Thanks again, Jonathan.
Cool. So on number 2, I'm just going to give a tiny tune-up. Remember, it's always imaginal experience that leads physical experience. So you're seeing something that you would see. You're seeing something how you would see it.
Yesterday's show, all those cows.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. So there's where I want you to just notice, right? And by the way, you can hear something like sometimes I hear "not now," and I just go right.
Sometimes that's the way it is.
Got it? So that's how you hear things, how you see things, how you physically touch things, and I love exactly what you're doing there because that old suit's becoming your real suit. And like I said, I haven't put a uniform on in 20 years, but I could put one on right fucking now, and people would go, "Oh, dear."
Cool.
So
Excellent.
nice one. Well
Yeah,
done.
good one, Jonathan.
Boom.
You're doing ace.
Hoo-ha.
Thanks for your question.
All right.
The next question's from Craig on Facebook. The Golden Rule.
That's right.
Craig says, Neville teaches that our conceptions of others, which they do not accept as true of themselves, come back to us as returned gifts.
By the way, some people are dumbasses and they don't get this. Go on.
And are outpictured in our world. Can you cite examples of how our conceptions of others, which are returned, show up in our world?
Absolutely. Some people are dumbasses and they don't get it. How much fun is this, by the way? Craig, I see you're here. Cool. Craig.
Oh, is he? Oh,
This guy.
good.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, the guy who we're reading it for.
Okay.
This is
No,
so
I
good.
was just...
Right?
Yes.
Right. He actually found the show. This is good. So, God, 20 is a dick.
He
Emmett
is.
or Bruce, whoever you are.
It's
Grandpa.
Bruce.
It's a grandpa moment.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, go eat your brother. Don't hunt my leg. Go eat your brother. Right. So here's the thing. Right. So by the way, I love this. This whole thing of when people say your special person isn't real, they don't have free will. Need them to divorce their husband or wife so they can come be with me. Oh my God. And then I always get the follow-up emails. Why is my life totally turned to shit, Mr. 20? Why are they blocking me on Facebook and everywhere? So this is so cool because I love the state of happy, loving teacher. I really do, right? And here's why. I love learning, and I love learning from people that can teach. I find there are not very many good teachers in the world. There's people that can do shit, but not very many people that can teach shit, right? And so, hey, go away. Go play with your brother, right? So here's what I want you to notice. I can imagine people love to learn. There are people that just love to learn. They love to have questions answered. They love to take courses. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm always reading something, learning something, exploring something. Occasionally I reach out and touch people. I want to know, I learned the most fascinating things this way. And that's what's cool. On the other hand, I've had people say, well, Mr. 20, isn't you imagining that you being a teacher means other people are stupid? And I go, wow. Is that why you refuse to learn? Yeah, because you don't want to learn from other people. To me, it's fascinating because, like, when you really get what I imagine about her, yeah, what I imagine about people in general, reveals what I really imagine about me. What I imagine about her as a wife reveals what I imagine about me as a husband. Right? Because I get the letters from people like, "Dear Mr. 20, like I think she's cheating on me." It's like, cool. Well, what are you learning about you?
Well, that's a good point for me to take home. What I imagine about my mother implies what I imagine about me as a daughter. So, yes.
Okay, but
Anyway,
don't take it at face value.
yeah.
Dive deeper. I say, here's the one thing, because Mr. 20, if people are always emailing you and saying things like hard-earned money, doesn't that mean that they're echoing your thing about hard-earned money? No, 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 no. I love talking about this stuff because I love revealing the layers of the onion that most people miss. And so I always invite people to notice the layers of the onion that they miss. So on however you notice this, you go through the world, and if you just notice, you know what? Generally, people are pretty asleep, and they're waking up. Just notice exactly the direction that you're going in, because I generally notice people are pretty asleep, and yet they're waking up. Now, what I notice is generally I'm pretty asleep, but I'm waking up. Right? Always waking up. There's always waking up. So just notice it lightly. I think that's the biggest key, because when you notice the conceptions you have of others, like what I imagine about women's, right? I imagine seriously they're delightful. And what do I notice about men? And I tell her this all the time. Oh, the lovely lifeguard at the pool. Yeah, and I'll mention a male by name, right? It's the same thing. So just generally notice how you are imagining not only the way people are, but the direction you want them to go in. I'll tie this in with some other stuff later, but I'm glad you asked this because it sets the stage for some really cool stuff. And one little side note, I titled this Dealing with the Golden Rule. You didn't mention it by name, but I'm a real big fan of, see, here's two things. I can look at an old guy hobbling along and go, man, I'm going to imagine lovingly for that poor fuck because I know he's in pain. Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's and that's loving, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
but
Yeah.
that poor fuck.
On the other hand, if
Yeah.
I'm imagining, oh, look at him go. Wow. And I just imagine good on you. Go for it, pal. And I watch people over the years at the pool.
Like that guy, it just astounds me. In that, whatever that bike is that you lie in, because he's lost the power of
Oh,
his
he's
legs.
screwed. Yeah,
So
screwed.
no. We saw him the other day. I
And he's
tell you,
buzzing,
he's
no?
going up faster up that hill than I could walk. Well, I could on
Oh, yeah.
a normal
Yeah.
push bike.
Yeah, and he's on his bicycle arm cranking, right?
Doing ace,
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, totally.
But the way some people would look at him
Poor
compared to
guy.
some, yeah,
Screwed.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I look at him, I go man, go, go, go. There's the human spirit. Susanna. Boom. Hey.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. We got a guy that runs around here. He's got like half a bionic leg. Right? He's a young fella. You can tell ex-military. Probably got it blown off someplace, dirty and nasty. But it's like I look at him and I see this resolve. You know what I mean? I don't go, oh, that poor vet, and he deserves everything the government gives him. Right? He's crippled. Right? I just go, good on you, man. Like, seriously, I got days I wake up and I'm a little stiff and I go, double T, damn. Look at that guy. Right? So let's keep going. This is good.
Okay.
Craig, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Craig, for your question.
And thank you, 20, for your semi-answer.
The next question is from Dream Driven Day Tommy.
Yeah, tell me.
Financially independent.
I reworded the shit out of this, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just for
Interesting.
fun. So now you get
Tommy,
to find out what you were really
is he
saying.
Here? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay. Cool. All right. So Tommy says, note, I desire to be financially independent.
This came from me trying to drill down with him in vain. I'm
Fine.
trying to drill down with Tommy. Just, you know what I imagine about Tommy?
Tommy keeps going, I'm not able to find the one difference in my chosen typical experience, which is riding the subway or public transportation every day. I focus on too much. How do I chunk down with the game of typical to have speedy wins? I want to be the man that is soaring financially and that can stand on his 2 feet. No dependency.
All right, so are you telling me, right? So a long time ago, I was reading Think and Grow Rich. I had my newspaper route, right? So I was pretty independent, I was growing up on the welfare. Lori, how are you? So I was growing up on the welfare, the cheese line, the Speedy Girl. You guys all know about this.
Yep.
And I had my newspaper route. I think I had on my daily route at one point like 42 daily couriers.
Oh,
Right? 42 guys. Like, you do the math. So one of them went to Edwin. And like between houses, I was reading Think and Grow Rich, right? Because I'm going to be honest, hashtag, no one ever paid me what I was fucking worth, right? Yeah, I got that attitude when I was young.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, right? And like, but when I would walk up to a house, I'd hide it in the paper bag. Or when the local kids would walk past, I'd hide it in my paper bag so nobody would see me reading
Oh,
Think
the
and Grow
book.
Rich.
Yeah, got
right?
you. Yep.
And so, like, there we go. Well, I stopped by and giving old Edwin his newspaper. And I look and he's reading Think and Grow Rich. Now, Edwin was worth like more money than God. He was like old money. He like patented a couple like irises or something like that. Not like Donny Iris, well worth the Google. But like real irises, like the flowers. Or they were, maybe those other things, I don't remember. But anyway, so old Edwin was reading the same fucking book. And I look over, I'm like, wow, right? Because I thought only poor kids that stood in the cheese line and wondered why they couldn't get near the Speedy Girl would read Think and Grow Rich.
Got ya.
Right? And so with all this right here, I'm going to ask, do you think it's only like deadbeats that ride public transportation? Right, really? Because I got a fella named Rob. Rob works for the government. He does things we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? And he rides public transport.
He's very high
right?
up.
He's very high up. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I find out shit that, like, I shouldn't know about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't tell me anything I shouldn't know about. But Rob, lives in a mansion. Right, like a real mansion, not like a Mick mansion. I'm talking a mansion, right?
Yeah.
Like a big ass mansion.
And he rides a train to work.
And he rides a train to work, right?
Yep.
And he sings every day. You know, I take the morning train again, the 9 to 5 thing. You know. So, yo,
He likes velvet. That's what it is.
he likes velvet on
Don't
his
you,
thing.
Bruce?
Yep. Anybody want to make some doggy underwear? Velvet undies. So.
Yeah.
I know. It's velvet. We love velvet, right?
Yeah, so Rob rides, the train when he goes to work in the city. He just rides the train.
So if you're assuming Tommy's a deadbeat or something like that, and you look over at Rob and you go, hey, Rob's a deadbeat, and you look at that other guy that's a deadbeat, Rob's living in a mansion. What's the other guy living in? You don't know. So what's your experience of riding the train differently? Right until we talk about this entire week, right? Tommy's catching on slow. I imagine Tommy's really slow like most people, right? Now, but here's the cool thing. Tommy's inviting me to dive deeper with this with Craig, right? So we go back to, what do I imagine? We're always peeling away layers of the onion. When you sit on that train, how do you experience what you experience? There's your scene, right? How many closet millionaires do you know that you don't know? Right? I meet a guy at the pool a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling you about him. Him and his wife, they formed a bike rack company in their basement, right? Or in their garage or something like that. And like, I'm talking to him, and we're talking ad things and so on, and he tells me, he goes, yeah, I got a little team. I spend like, I don't know, about 50 grand a year with them, like to do my Facebook dumb shit and so on. I'm like, wow, cool. Let me ask you a question. Like, is having them do that worth it? He goes, well, yeah, they probably bring in about $500K worth of business. Right? 10 to 1, I'll shovel money at that all day. Got it? And this is a big fat guy at the pool, right? Right? It's like, all right, you never know who you're talking to. So how do I experience what I experience? Again, I could go to the pool and go, yep, I'm all with it. I hang out with retirees and deadbeats, right? And what would I be thinking about me? Got it? I'll never retire, and I'm nowhere near a deadbeat. So, boom. Yeah, you guys notice how it weaves in? Olive? Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So, let's keep on going. Vic and Notoria.
Hey, Brucey boy, you need to hop off now. Excellent, so thank you.
But
Dream of the day.
I
Tommy,
am really
your
in the
question.
mood because of the velvet.
I know. You're a good boy. Why don't you go outside? Lay down in
My
the sun.
dad wears velvet undies.
The next question is from two-time Tommy.
Two-time Tommy.
The power of lack.
He always has to ask two
Permanent.
questions.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, it's two-time Tommy.
I know.
The power of lack, permanent experience. Tommy asks, how to use the power of lack to drop what doesn't serve me. for once and for all in my experience permanently to set the stage for a beautiful ongoing emergent.
All right. So here's the cool thing about an emergent, right? Sometimes, like, I'd get out the weed whacker, right? And I'd be walking around. We call it a whippersnipper here, right? Whippersnipper. So I'd be out there whippersnippering with the weed whacker, and all of a sudden, the fucking thing just chews up a plant that she likes, right? Yep, I'm just, oh yeah, boom, boom, chugga, 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 boom, 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 chugga, chugga, boom, boom. Right?
Whoops.
And all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I just stripped the lemon tree of the bark the whole fucking way around. Fuck me, right? Let's put it back together.
Sticky tape.
Sticky tape, right? But in all seriousness, sometimes the sticky tape actually works for some reason, right? He's looking pretty good. This is like a year and a half ago, remember?
No.
Yeah, I wrapped the one tree back there. I showed you. Yeah, he's still looking good, right?
Okay.
Yeah, one of the little citrus things, lemon, lime, something like that. I think it was
Something
lime.
like
Yeah,
that.
anyway. But here's the cool thing, right?
Yeah.
You're always going to be whippersnippering the wrong shit. Neville says your state will get contaminated. Even if you got a really good, ongoing emergent going on, every now and then I just go, fuck. Like, Bruce, fuck. It's like, loving puppy dad loses his cool. Right? You're going to lose your cool once in a while. And here's the cool thing. If you just get into this whole thing of like, here's what I notice. If I pick up something I'd rather lack, I fucking drop it pretty quick.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's my order. That'll be my whiskey. This will be great. Maybe we can do an unboxing. So you know what's cool? See, what do I lack? I lack a job. If I had a job and she had a job, we'd both be at the job, and I'd have to go on the weekend to pick up the whiskey, right? Instead, they're bringing it to my door. Adelia. So, drop the whole idea of permanent experience. Here's what's really cool. What would you lack if you mastered this stuff? You would lack having to want a permanent experience. Because part of the adventure is going, wow, love. If you go back in manifesting to the max.com, you'll notice loving husband, loving teacher, loving puppy dad was how I put those together. But then I added in something as time went on, loving happy, loving happy, loving happy, just for fun. So that ongoing emergent evolved. Got it? So if Victoria doesn't dick around forever. Victoria, bring it here, bring it here. I didn't say anything about you dicking around forever.
Mal on the show?
Oh, is Mal here? Somebody tag Mal. Oh my God!
right.
Look at this. Oh fuck! It's
Yeah,
gonna be
we'll
so
leave
much
it
fun.
for later.
Okay.
Let's put it there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
The whiskey's here. The whiskey's here. The whiskey's here.
tonight.
The whiskey's here. The whiskey's here. Oh boy, the
So was
whiskey's
that good for two-time Tommy?
Two-time Tommy. Yep. I think
Yeah.
it's good, even for two-time Tommy.
Even for
it's good. Or
two-time Tommy, wow.
Cool. Now, you know what's cool? Now we go back to Craig's thing and Tommy's thing again, right?
Yes.
So what do I imagine about Tommy? I imagine Tommy being this inquisitive
Slow.
fella. I imagine he's really slow, so when I write him back, I type slow because he reads slow.
Yeah.
Right? So I get Tommy's peeling layers, right? Peeling layers. And peeling layers is like going up steps. Then every now and then you hit a landing. Ooh, baby. And then
Plateau.
yeah, then you do
Like
some
when you
things
lose
and
weight.
then lose weight.
Yeah.
Lose
Well, I got
weight. Words have power. Remember that. Lose weight. I don't want to lose. I don't like waiting.
Wait.
I'm going to lose weight.
Yeah.
Anyway, Victoria.
Yes.
Let's have some fun.
Excellent. Okay, so
right.
thank you, two-time Tommy. for your question.
Two-time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, he's here. Mal's here. Cool. We'll do the unboxing. I know you got the other one.
Is he here?
Yeah, Mal signed off on this one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So
you want to do this? So we'll just have an intermission break.
this is
Here we
great.
go, 20.
See, what would I lack if I
See
didn't?
all of these
look at
bloody
that.
things.
They're made of starch.
Potato starch.
I wonder if I'd have if I put one in my mouth.
Yuck. So let me just. This is always the problem. Where is it?
Looks it. It just dissolves into nothing.
Oh, I think I found it down here. Is it a little bottle?
I sure as fuck hope not. What would I lack if I made good money, two-time Tommy? I would lack getting all worked up about like $130 for a bottle of scotch.
These have gone everywhere.
This is great.
Right, here we go.
Oh my God. Yeah, keep it coming.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Do this. It is only a little bottle. Maybe there's 2 of them. I don't know. Is there 2 of them?
Well, there better be like 700 mils or something like that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice little bottle.
Wow. Look at that, everyone said. Ooh, boy.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think there might be another one.
Lead Nook.
Is it the same?
Oh, yeah, there'll be 2 in there. Absolutely. Look at that.
Bladnock.
Yeah, it's 700 mils. 54.8% alcohol. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that cork. God, I can't wait to give this to Peter's dad when I get it pretty low.
Okay. Excellent. So that was intermission. Right.
This is so great. What would I lack?
Sweet. So the next question's from Dream Driven Day Brian.
Yes.
Imagining lovingly for others.
That's right.
Brian asks, Neville says we wouldn't pass another without imagining lovingly for them.
If you really believe me, you will not pass a seeming other without imagining lovingly for them. Continue.
I love that. I'm getting good at passing individuals and imagining lovingly. But what about crowds and passing people left and right? Can I imagine that I've got a radius of love that just blesses the fuck out of everyone?
I just love that whole thing with Jim Carrey whenever he was God. Yeah, what was that movie?
Oh.
Yeah, he's going down the street and he's got the power.
Yeah.
Right. I just love that song by the way. Like that's when I'm taking a pizzle in the morning, right? Bang, I can't do it, but I've got the power, right? So let's say here's the thing.
Yes.
Right. I am always specifically imagining lovely for other specific people, right? And we've shared some of that today. Right? Yeah. Now here's on the other side of the coin. Me. Me. Right? When I walk into a room, I'm the boom in the room. And this isn't like little me, ego, all that dumb stuff. It's just getting, you know what? When I walk into a room, it's a better fucking place. That's just how I look at life. Right? You ever notice some people walk into a room? I love the old Snoopy cartoons. I love Snoopy. But there was Linus. Linus walked around with this cloud around him.
That's right.
Some people, yeah, it's like that. Right? And that's the fun thing. Bruce Almighty. That's it. Thank you, Alice. So like, you know, a game to just notice is really get, I am a blessing. I really am. I'm a blessing. I walk into the room, I'm a blessing. Right? And this is not me sitting around going, oh yeah, me. Right? It's called, you know what? I know who I am and how this works, so I can't help but be. Right? Meanwhile, I can walk in and go like, oh, boom. Right? Yeah, imagine lovingly for that one, right? And again, notice, and again, there's this whole thing that comes back, and this is really good. This goes back to Craig earlier.
That other question, yeah.
When I walk in, I go, oh, that poor guy, look at him.
No.
You know what I'm doing? I'm imagining poor me.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Oh, I hope his family takes care of him. Well, I don't have family except for her, so I'm fucked. Right? just to be serious, got me some stepkids in faraway lands, got me some parents and aunts and uncles in faraway lands. But you know what? When she's gone, I'm fucked. Yeah. Right? So it's just like, right, I'm fucked. Right? So I don't, yeah, you get it? What are you really imagining? There's these special needs people in the pool, man. I just watch them. This one guy, he just like struggles with every step, but he's got a smile the whole time, and he'll be passing me, and I'll go, boom, and he'll go, boom. Right? It's like, right? Because I imagine every time I see these guys, right? I imagine lovingly for them. I just go, because I get it. They're crushing it. I'm not going, that poor screwed up guy. I hope he makes it through the day, right? It's like, no, yeah. And you can just watch them. They do a little better, do a little bit better, and even on their bad days, yep, they still got the attitude, right? Yo, Joe Weldon is here. We can start over. Joe Weldon's here, everyone. Joe's here. Start over. So, boom.
Yeah.
All right. Nice to see you, Jumpin' Joe Weldon.
Excellent, Brian. So thank you very much for your question.
Look at this. It's so short.
So short.
Oh my God. I'm skipping the pool. Triple D Zuli, yo.
Okay.
All right.
And the last question today is from Dream Driven Day. Anthony,
That's right.
Feel It Real Tune Up.
I rewrote the shit out of this one too, since you had a post and a question, so I just sort of like wove them
Combine them
together,
somehow.
because that's the kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does.
So that's what I do, right?
Dream Driven Day.
Bruce is over there
Anthony.
looking. He's like, "My dad's the boom in the room." I just want to hump him.
So Anthony asks, I want to have a really nice dinner and a nice conversation. Made plans for last night. Underneath it all, I thought, I wonder if they'll cancel. And I kept trying to ignore it. Well, they cancelled 2 hours before dinner.
Boom. I love the way you shared this, and I believe Nancy mentioned something about revising to after the dinner. And this is really cool because we can always go back to the basics. Any of us, all of us, right? And this is what's cool because, again, like Craig asked and so on, and I've had people say, Mr. 20, since you imagine teaching, doesn't that mean you're imagining people need to learn? No, I'm imagining people want to learn. Right? When I find someone that teaches anything I'm interested in, I grab a hold of them. Right? Yeah, do I? I do. Right? I'm like, oh, wow. Right? Yeah, I'm all over. I'm like white on rice. Right?
White on rice.
Hashtag white on rice. Right?
Yeah.
Like crust on bread. That's me. Crust on bread. Like yummy crust. You know what I mean? I'm not talking that Wonder Bread.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking like sourdough. Right? So, if you had a bakery name, what would it be? Right, just as a total side trip. So we're at the pool one day, and I decide everybody gets a bakery name. Right? So I tell people, I'm Cinnamon Scroll. This is my mate Sourdough. That's Cube. So if you had a bakery name, Victoria, what would it be?
Mum is going to be, I think, cinnamon bun.
Oh,
Cinnabon.
I'm Cinnamon Scroll. So Cinnabon. Whoa.
Yeah, cinnabon.
I gotta admit. So look at us. We're in the competition, right? Spice on the rice.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about there? What was the question?
Oh
yeah, Anthony.
The dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can always go back to the basics. So what was the white on your rice? The white on your rice was the feeling of cancel. Right. So I bet you were. Here's the thing. If you imagine the wish, then you can get into a war. Okay. Oh, I'm imagining a lovely dinner. And yet I feel they'll cancel.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining a lovely dinner. And I'm feeling they might cancel.
Yeah. I know.
Versus, I imagine having had a great meal. Right? With lovely conversation. Now, here's the cool thing. Ready? So if I'm imagining I'm getting home and it's like, fuck, man, the conversation, the meal was excellent. Right? If the friend canceled, who cares? Maybe a total stranger joins you. Right? Or maybe they actually show up late. But if you're doing combat against cancel, that's... Yeah, that's rough. But if you go to like, what would imply your wish was fulfilled? Right. Boom. See, I had this thing where, when I read the whole thing, just humping away over there on that thing, I like the velvet on my thicky, hickey. Oh my God.
It's Bruce. It's
Bruce.
not. He doesn't normally do that.
Yeah,
it's
Bruce.
normally Emmett.
Hey, no gnawing on the pillow.
Yeah.
Right. Learn that from your mother.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
right. So this whole thing of, so imagine what implies your wish has been fulfilled. So in a way, and I've never talked about this before, I imagine getting citizenship before the timeline. Because timeline, I needed like 2 more years. So I had these weird fucking things. Like in Australia, we've got this thing where, I look on Apple News and it's like, man takes 26 people in coffee shop hostage with a butter knife. And I tell Victoria, right, we go out for coffee, some asshole has a butter knife. You think I'm waiting for SWAT? Right?
Was that the Link one? The Link coffee shop in Sydney?
I don't know. But I just read that and it's like, they called SWAT over a guy with a butter knife. 26 people cowered in the corner. Right? Are you serious? You think that's going to ruin my fucking day? I got a show. I got to get to the pool. Right? Butter knife, man, you're looking like a Pez dispenser to me. With all that in mind, I'd imagine what implies my wish is fulfilled. So why did I mention all that? Because I had this weird thing like, what if the Queen gave me citizenship early? Right? I mean, Why would she do that? Yeah, Double T takes out the guy with the butter knife. Turns out one of the holy nephews was in there or something like that.
The holy nephews.
I don't know how it
The
all works.
royal.
Maybe Megan was in there. Who knows?
Royal nephews, not holy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when you really get out of the way of the whole thing of like, right, what do I really imagine? I imagine getting citizenship. I felt it a little early. It happened because I met a South African woman down at the river. One-time conversation. Never saw her again.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, when two people who talk funny meet up on the bike trail, you stop and you say, where are you from? Right? I met a Texan the other day. I'll be damned. She knew what Rudy's was. Her knees buckled when I said it. It's like, whoa. Right? But there's the big thing. Like, always go to what implies your wish has been fulfilled. Again, did the Queen give me nope, but we did have fireworks and parades on my Australian Day.
We did, actually, because it happened on Australia Day. But anyway.
Australian Day. So, with all that in mind, I think that pretty much ends my participation in the show.
It for Anthony. Okay.
I actually ate one of those peanuts. Can you believe that?
Which?
all gone.
Gross.
I just had to know.
Did it taste like potato?
It didn't taste like nothing. You know what it tasted like? It tasted like some
sludge.
It tasted probably like the meal on wheel.
Oh.
so anyway.
Right. Okay.
Come up over there.
Excellent. So thank you, Anthony, for your question.
She's not in the mood. Right?
And that was our show. So what we'd like to know is, tell us your hashtag strawberry bit.
Victoria.
Yeah, mine's the golden rule, and also love that bit about how are you, like when you imagine lovingly for others, is it like, oh, that poor dick.
Exactly.
He's wrecked.
Yeah, but wait, remember how you experience what you experience. You can imagine lovingly going, oh, that poor dick. I'm just going to imagine him, having a good time tonight, right? I mean, that's...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what does that all mean, right? Versus like, dude, go. Yeah, imagine him feeling great, but also, like, when I admire someone's resolve, what's that give them more of?
Yeah, so, that's my strawberry bit.
Yeah.
What was your hashtag strawberry bit?
I can't say the dogs, can I? Oh, maybe I can. They're just beautiful.
They're playing, you too. So lovely.
You too. Yeah. My strawberry bit, again, how they all weave together. Like when we just start the day with, let's just, like, I think Craig's was the first one. Yeah, Craig's was the first one on Facebook. And you just notice how it weaves into them all. That to me is the cool
like
thing.
with Tommy and what he's imagining catching public transport means, or
exactly
that other one. Yeah.
Now, notice too, this takes you right back to not Dream Driven Day. It does that too, but manifestingmasterycourse.com. That first lesson.
That girls giggled.
The girls giggled, right? I'm on the subway. What's that imply? Yep. Yeah, he's on the subway. That's an imply. He lives in a mansion, right? High level government access, right?
Yeah.
So you never know.
Cool.
Boom.
Excellent. So that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
The mouse said whiskey. Okay. Now this was not a Japanese whiskey sizzle. This is an actual Scotch. Look at that Scotch whiskey.
What did you say? It's not an actual whiskey. It's
no, Scotch. Sizzle asked if it was a Japanese whiskey. I said no, it is a Scotch.
Yeah.
2007. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
2007?
Yep.
Oh, that'll be nice. Oh, so I see.
It's a Lowland single malt
not
Scotch.
Quite 15 years old then. So what are they saying it is? 14 years old.
Oh, my God, look at that. Non-chill filtered natural color.
Anyway. So, while you type in your hashtag strawberry bits, go to freeneville.com.
Yes.
Subscribe to the 221 email list and get a pseudo-random email every single day until your 20 dies.
It's my baby.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
What is Moscato?
Moscato is a wine, isn't it? It's a bit of a sweetish wine.
Oh, sizzle.
If that's what I'm thinking of.
Horrible usted.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
That's right. There you go. You need to get to the pool for 11.
That's right. Going to do my bestest. All right.
Have a great day,
remember there's paperwork in there for Peter's dad.
Have a great day night, you guys.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Weekend, and we'll catch you next week.
Moscato is a sweet wine. Oh,
Yeah.
there's only one thing to do with sweet wine. It's like, oh, yeah.
Leanne loves it, actually. My sister-in-law loves Moscato, so yeah. I know I have it with hers. A bit. I used to.
All right.
All right.
Boom.
See yous.
All right. Arrgh.